Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Rubbings Racing channel, broadcasting live from the planet Earth and representing the voice of Rubbings Racing. I am your host, Kenbo76. Season 3, is it 2? Yeah, new season, ladies and gentlemen. Silverstone GP is the track, and the GT3 series here. Super excited to get this season started here. Brand new season, have some new entries this year. Few changes in the lineup, and we're going to have an absolutely great time here this year. If you're just tuning in, there's going to be a lot of live action here. Full damage this season, ladies and gentlemen. Full damage is on. This is full damage means that your car can be taken out of the race, bottom line. So these guys have to be absolutely respectful. The GT3 series is one of our premier series here. I'm not taking anything away from any other of the series that we post here, but there's a lot of fast guys. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of bragging rights. There's a lot of egos. It's a whole different class of drivers here in these GT3s. Whole different style of driving, and these guys are absolutely best at what they're doing. Watching Bruce Law go around the track right now. Bruce Law currently sitting at 201.6, only 2/10 off of the lead. Bruce Law is 32 years old from the Chester in the United Kingdom. Says he said he's been runner-up in the Actrovision's Endurance League twice, and he said he loves anything LMP. So Bruce Law, good to have him on tonight here. Went back to the pits here. Thorsten Schmidt out on track as well. Thorsten Schmidt looks like he's rocking the Porsche tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I normally run the GT5 series. I'm not really familiar with GT3s, but I'm going to do my absolute best as we navigate this track here in Silverstone here. Thorsten Schmidt's currently setting the pole speed right now at a 201.37. Man, that's a fast lap around here at Silverstone. Thorsten Schmidt showing everybody how it's done here. Looking down through the bios here. I thought I seen him on the bios sheet. Normally I have this stuff ready for you fellas, but yes I do. He's 30 years old from Berlin, Germany. Said he loves the GT3 cars, and he said he's been sim racing for about 5 years, and he likes tight, clean, fast racing. Fan of the GTE, GT4, and the touring cars, but he named his number one as the GT3s. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it's showing here as Thorsten Schmidt. And if I'm saying his name wrong, I'm sorry. Thorsten Schmidt currently setting the pace right now in that GT3 Porsche. Awesome paint scheme on that thing, that number 85, black and fluorescent green Porsche. Doing it in style, coming across the line again here, and let's see what he does. Improves his time to a 2-minute flat. 2 minutes flat around here. What a great run by him as he comes out here. Got to be careful coming out of the pit lane. You guys, was he coming along? And you guys know the deal. If you're on a hot lap, put your headlights on. If you're just on a warm-up lap, leave your headlights off so the guys know when they look in the mirror if you're coming. If your headlights on, they know to get out of your way if they are on a warm-up lap. Right now we have Travern out on track right now. Looks like he's setting a third place at a 2:02, and we've seen Thorsten Schmidt just take that or go up on his pole time there, and looks like he's really setting the pace right now. Travern doing a great job. I'm not really familiar with the GT3 lobby, so I don't know if he's returning or not, but always good to have these guys on track, and I always like to thank them for their continued support. It looks like he's driving a McLaren tonight, looks like. Yeah, that orange McLaren with that pretty cool scheme on it. Looks like I handed it off to a bunch of kindergartners and said, here, go ahead and draw a design on it. It looks very retro, very cool. Uniclark, one of our league regulars here, a member of the board, or a member of the staff team there, driving that AMG Power Uniclark coming in across right now. Coming across the line, doesn't improve his time, 2:03.2, currently running fourth. Uniclark, 39 years old. He's from Swindon, UK. His favorite classes are the GT3 and the GTE class. He said his best tracks are Spa and Red Bull, and you can see right now trying to make a little more time as he's trying to manage around the track here. Got a little bit of ghosting going on there, maybe some internet issues. We'll keep an eye on that, but currently right now running in fourth place. Ubar, everybody knows him, everybody loves him. He's got his fan base on the stream here. Ubar is our Flying Dutchman, currently living in Hoogeveen, Netherlands, 45 years old, said he's raced Gran Turismo 1 and 2, and he started racing again with Project Cars and prefers the LMP2, GTE, and GT3. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, in one of his favorite class races, GT3, currently running 6th place, just got knocked off by Yasko VR, not surprised, currently at a 159.7. Yasko showing the field around, showing us how it's done. Thorsten Schmidt's trying to dig for everything he can right now, currently 2/10 off the lead. Keep on going down the list there. Lions Foot, where's Lions Foot out on the track right now? Currently running 7th on the leaderboard at a 2:03.4, 3.6 seconds off of the lead. 5 minutes remain in this session, ladies and gentlemen. As we're going around here. If you like what you're seeing on here, you can always subscribe. www.rubbingsracing.co.uk. That'll get you your ticket to some of the cleanest, fastest sim racing on the PlayStation Network. I want to thank everybody for all their continued support and all your continued love, all your comments, and all your donations as well. And if you would like to donate to the cause, www.rubbingsracing.co.uk. Same thing. Once you go there, you'll see a little thing that says buy us a coffee. We would definitely appreciate it. And like always, all of the proceeds always go back into the community, as nobody gets paid and nobody makes any money to do this. So we try to do the best we can for the community, giving out prizes from time to time, and that's a great thing to do for these guys. Keeps a lot of guys out of trouble and keeps me sane for most of the part, and that's pretty good. So right now, taking a look at Lions Foot, currently up to 6th place. Good run for him, 2:03.8. That's a great time for Lions Foot. Lions Foot, a regular in the GT5 series. Had a great run yesterday. Actually won the sprint race. I believe he won the sprint race at Watkins Glen. That was Friday night. If you didn't get to check it out, man. He was on fire. It was awesome. It was actually awesome to watch. Scotty said he's a Welsh driver from Swansea. His favorite track is the Red Bull Ring and Imola. Relatively new. I'm not going to read that part. It's an old bio. When I wrote this, he was new to organized communities, but man, he fit right in. He comes up here just like old here. And who's moving up in the front here? I can see all these move. It's PT, man. It's PT. Look at him. It's PT currently up to 4th place and doing a great job. It's PT. I don't know if I have any information on him. He's raced a few GT5s with us, a few Thursday Night Lights with us as well. And it's always good to have him on board. Real fast, clean driver. It's TP. Always good to have him on board. I don't know if I have any information on him. Anyway, going down through the list, Dark Ninja. Seen him all about the tracks here, in and out of some series. Good to have him on. Looks like he's in that Audi power tonight. Dark Ninja, 14 years old. From the UK, said he's a massive fan of the Formula One since he was 4 years old. Loves watching endurance races, and his favorite classes are the LMP and the GTE. Going to try his hand tonight with that Audi in this GT3 series here, ladies and gentlemen. Demobi coming in 11th. That's surprising. Demobi looks like he's going to rock that Porsche as well, that number 86 Sim Racer Store Porsche GT3. Looks like he's 4.6 seconds off the lead. Boy, that's unlike Demobi. Demobi's really fast. He also does a lot for Rubbings Racing with our Hot Lap Challenge. Demobi's 36 years old from Bavaria, Germany. And I don't know how to say this. Holzkirchen, Bavaria. That sounds German. Holzkirchen, Bavaria, Germany. He's an IT specialist and handball player. He said he's been on PC2 since his release date. His weapon of choice is a Thrustmaster T500, but I think that needs to be updated. I think he went and got a pretty awesome rig. He was sending out some pictures on the Discord. He ruined his rig, so did update his rig. Said he drives without any driving aids. Red Bull is his favorite track. And he said he's very polite and very gentlemanlike out on the track, and sometimes it costs him position. Loves to race clean. Demobi's doing great things with Rubbins Racing here. Like I said, doing a hot lap challenge. I don't have the information for it. I should. I'm totally unprepared this week, but I've got my hands full here this week as we see Demobi going around there having a hard time. Travern now in that Audi. Travern, we already mentioned him. Looks like he dropped way back on the leaderboard here. We have two of them. I'm not sure which one is which here. This one is, let's go to the timings. I hope they're both not in Audis. This is going to be absolutely confusing. All right, 12th is Travern, and 6th is Travis with a CH. So Travis with a CH. Oops, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So Travis is in the McLaren, and Travern is in the Audi. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Evan MG also rocking the Porsche GT3 tonight. He's got his headlights on, coming around that AMG there. The AMG, you can see him was trying to warm his tires, though. Got a little too aggressive there. Not sure who that is. And Dicroc's finally coming up off of the reserve list. Had a few guys didn't make it, and Dicroc's hit that button before anybody else did in the sign-up list at the beginning of the series. So right now, flashing his lights at everybody, saying making the cut. And of course, Kenbo, your host. I'm not racing. I'm not good in the GT3 cars. I think they sound cool. The Z4 is my favorite GT4 car, or GT3 car. I'm sorry. That thing just sounds better than any car out there, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, 30 seconds remain in this session. Yasko looks like he put it to bed right now, sporting a 159.1. Let me go to the YouTube, see if anybody's chiming in. Oh, man, we got a ton of guys chiming in. Thanks, guys. I was doing some bios there. Bobby Gray, Jeff Sharp, everybody coming in saying, hey, what's up, dudes? Thanks for your support, guys. Herlo saying, evening, guys. It's going to be a good race. Full damage, man. These guys are absolutely going to be pounding the pavement, not on each other, hopefully, because it's going to be, some people are going to be sad. But it kind of makes it cool, though, because I think pit strategies are going to weigh out. No pits, no mandatory pits in this first session, ladies and gentlemen. But, sorry, a little sidetrack there. J Palm coming in saying Demobi will escalate positions in a race, no doubt. Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. I see Demobi back there in 12th place. Has me a little concerned. I think he might be sandbagging. I think he might be saving it for later on. I never know. Maybe he just struggles with Silverstone. I know I do. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, right now is about 1 minute and 58 seconds left in this session. These guys are going to start wrapping it up. You see Dicroc's going around. Looks like 13th is what he's going to be able to get out of it today. Still have a few guys out on track. Let's see what its PT's up to. Its PT now looks like he's still on the power in that, what is that, a McLaren he's driving? No, it's a Lamborghini. Oh, no, that's an AMG. Yeah, it's an AMG. I couldn't tell which one it was. It's PT in that AMG, making that AMG power. You can hear that exhaust coming flying out of there. Where is he at on track? Because this is another big track. And we are in the United Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to mention that. Silverstone GP is a track. Let me throw the map up. There you go. I'll get it right one of these days, I promise. Where are they coming at here? I have my little diagram on my PC, or my laptop here, and I can't get it wrong because Nicky, Mr. Silverstone, is in the room tonight, and I didn't even run through him here. Works at the track, and it looks like Travis is still out on track. Let's see if he's going to try to still make a lap time here. Let's go to the speedometer, see if he's still under power. It looks like he's still coming under power here. Where is he at, ladies and gentlemen? As he comes down through, where's he at? I don't know where he's at on track. It's start-finish line. There he goes. So Travis doesn't look like he improves his time. So that's the lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Jasko VR. Yasko. I got to call him Yasko. I keep make that J silent. Yasko VR takes the pole. Thornton Schmidt coming in second. Duftino up to third place. Good to have them in the top three. It's PT in that AMG fourth. And Bruce Law rounding out the top five. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have an absolutely great race here. And we'll be back. Thank you, JR chiming in. Top job as always. Thank you, JR. Right now, riding on board with Lion's Foot in 8th place, ladies and gentlemen, and we are getting ready to go in this McLaren. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and the green light is gone, and Yasko, you can see him all the way up on the left-hand side, and he's up there being challenged now to the inside, riding along. We're going to stay right in this view right here for just a minute. Looks like everybody gets through there. Looks like somebody lagged out a little bit and then got back through. Let's go back trackside, ladies and gentlemen. You guys got to be careful. A little bit of contact there being made with Scotty there. And what's Yasko up to? Where's Yasko at? Yasko going backwards a little bit. Started on the pole. Now he's back to 4th place. What's going on with Yasko? Let's go trackside here, ladies and gentlemen. I got to try to figure this out here. So you see these guys come around. Where are they coming around? Turn 5 and down the Wellington Straight here. I just called this race a few weeks ago. I should know this by heart by now. Coming down this Wellington Straight. Where's Jasko at? Going back through the field here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where Nicky's at. Mr. Silverstone himself having 3 wide as these guys come through the corner. And look at the concentration these guys have to maintain side by side as these guys come around left field corner, out around turn 8, out around Woodcote corner, and then down towards Cops. And here they come, ladies and gentlemen. They see it. We're riding along with Evan there. Let's see what Jasko's up to now right now. Thornton Schmitz takes the lead. Duftino currently running second. It's PT up to third in that AMG. And we got Yasko right now in 4th place. Bruce Law into 5th. And there's a big nest of drivers in behind him. You got Bruce Clark, Una Clark, traveling, and then Lions Foot. These guys come down, Maggots, Beckett's, and then the Chapel, and down towards the hangar straight, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I get all this right. I am not too familiar with this track. I know there's a lot of guys watching who live in Europe here, so if I get it wrong, please don't crucify me. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the map up there for you. And it looks like it's PT as, I'm not sure what happened there, getting a false message down there. I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure what's going on. Bruce Law back to 5th place right now. Let's go up here to the lead. And Thorsten Schmidt now under pressure by that Lamborghini by Duftino. You got Porsche power and Lamborghini power right now. As you see these guys coming through out of turn 18 down towards the start-finish line for lap 1 here. It looks like Duftino's got the edge and cuts off Thorsten Schmidt just a little bit, but Thorsten Schmidt fights back to the inside as they come across the start-finish line. Lap 1, ladies and gentlemen, 20 minutes we're in this session. We have 17 minutes and 45 left here. Keeping an eye on this battle on the lead between Duftino and Thorsten Schmidt. Now it's PT and Yasko. These two here, this is about 1 second behind the two leaders. You see it's PT in that AMG, that 71 Hot Wheels. One of my favorite liveries on that Mercedes there. And that, is that a McLaren? Is that Yasko's in a McLaren? I thought he was in a Lamborghini. Let's go behind Yasko here and see what he's in. I could be wrong. What's he in? Oh, he is in a Lamborghini. Getting reports from Scotty's cam from Lions, but he has rear end damage. Yeah, Yasko is in a Lamborghini, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. New lobby, new set of cars. I'm trying to get used to all this. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Yasko now up to 3rd. It's PT still right behind him as they come across the start-finish line for lap 2. 16 minutes and 50 seconds remain in this session, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Law, you can see, where is Bruce now? Bruce is back to 5th. Into that McLaren, Bruce Law really fast in them high downforce cars, really top driver in the LMP2 series. And he's taking his crack right now, running this McLaren. We got Travis with a CH in behind him. Looks like he's also in that McLaren, in that kindergarten paint job, I like to call it. Very, very cool. I'm not taking any, I'm not meaning any offense to it. It just looks like they just give a bunch of kindergarten some markers. Let's go back here. Where Dicroc's up to? Dicroc is in the Porsche, and he's also being followed now closely by Una Clark, Lions Foot, and NRP. We heard Lions Foot had a little bit of damage on his rear end. You see NRP now trying to pull in behind, now up to the left of Lions Foot, and let's see what Lions Foot does with NRP. Looks like NRP, they're still side by side as these guys come out of the final chicane here down towards the start finish line. You see them hard on the brakes, then making that hard left hand corner. Then they're going to have to balance that car back out to the right side. Still battling, ladies and gentlemen. This is for 8th place. Unicorn, this is Lions Foot and NRP, both of these guys for 9th place. Looks like NRP takes over that place, and then Uniclark now up to 8th place. Let's go back to the field and see where Demobi's at. Big shocker from Demobi. Must not be feeling well. Doesn't have his car set up right or something. Maybe he's just saving his equipment. Very, very smart driver, Demobi is. Back right now in 11th place, 11 seconds off the lead. Not hearing anything out of his camp, but we're going to keep an eye on that right now. Currently back at the lead as you see these guys coming down Beckett Straight here. Or Wellington Straight, I'm sorry. Duftino leading it. Thorsten Schmidt second. Yasko in third in that Lamborghini. I corrected myself there, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Lamborghini. And it's TP now currently in 4th place. Right now, that's your top 4. They're only separated by 1 second. It's 4 seconds back to Bruce Law. And Travis with the CH looks like he's on the back of Bruce Law right now. But about 2 seconds behind him. And this battle between Uniclark and Dicrocs now is heating up really good. This is a battle for 7th place, ladies and gentlemen. 14 minutes and 45 seconds left in this session as we are navigating the Silverstone GP circuit in the United Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. 92 degrees Fahrenheit is the track temperature. 70 degrees Fahrenheit is the ambient temperature. Forecast is clear. Early morning race, 9 o'clock a.m. race, so these guys are going to get it started. Second race is going to be at noon, so it's going to be a little bit later in the day. Same date, May 18th, I believe, is the date to 2020, so everything's just going to be pretty much the same. Track's going to be just a little bit hotter. We heard some complaints in the practice session. The tires were going away, so we're going to keep an eye on that as well. Still keeping an eye on this battle right now. Dicrocs in that blue and orange Porsche GT3 Porsche, and Uniclark in that AMG power behind him, and Mr. Silverstone Nicky NRP right behind him in 9th place. And oh no, it looks like Uniclark off, and Uniclark looks like he's hit the wall, may sustain a little bit of damage, be careful, guys. Coming, where is he at on track? I'm trying to manage where he's at on track. Looks like everybody gets around him, gets it spun around. Pit entrance, yeah, pit entrance. That's what I thought he was. Looks like he gets it spun around, and now all the way to the back of the clack. Back of the pack. Bad news for Uniclark. That's unfortunate for him. Thorsten Schmidt, meanwhile, up to second place. What's happening to Duftino and its PT? There, you see them guys now. All these guys are all within striking distance of each other here. As you see them come around the loop, out around turn 5, and then down Wellington Straight one more time here, ladies and gentlemen. Great camera angle here. Let's get rid of this interface. Watch these guys race here. The Duftino leading this track around. Thorsten in that 85 in that Porsche GT3, followed by Yasko and its PT. All these guys doing a great job. Full damage is on in this lobby, ladies and gentlemen. The full damage is on. So keep in mind that these guys have to be careful racing around each other, because any little bit of contact could cost them big time in this race. So Nick Danzy chiming in on the YouTube saying, yes, NRP, smash it, bro. Smash it, bro. A little bit of lag going on tonight, JR. I do agree. I hope he doesn't lose a connection as well. And then Bobby Gray coming in as Yasko for the win. So we got some guys chiming in for their favorites right now. As you see, Yasko now challenging Thorsten Schmidt for that second position. Lamborghini versus Porsche here, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, as they come down this back stretch here, going to see where they're at on track. I was reading some of the YouTube comments here. We always appreciate your YouTube comments. Coming down, what is that? This is down around turn 15 now here, ladies and gentlemen. Down towards Vale, towards the club corner. Turns 16 and 17 and 18 are the final corners here. They are hard on the brakes. Yasko making a move to the outside. Thorsten holding his line to the inside. It's close side-by-side action. No contact being made there. These guys are the best in the GT3 business, in my opinion. And its TP is back there, looking out the window, smiling behind his visor there, knowing that if these two guys mess up, he has a chance to be able to get around him. And Bruce Law still hanging tight there. Still only 4 seconds. Only 2 seconds behind this lead, this second place battle right now. Only 2 seconds behind. He's hanging on to that McLaren. Good job by Bruce right now as this battle rages on. Let's go back here and see what Nicky's up to. Nicky has a fan on right now, still hunting down Dycroc. This is going on 11 seconds behind the lead, ladies and gentlemen. As you see these guys come up to, see, my map's different than the map that's on the track, so I'm having a hard time here. Around turn 4, up around the loop, out around turn 5, and then down towards Wellington Straight. So you can see the distance that they have put on, the leaders have put on these guys. 12 seconds out in front of these guys. Duftino currently out front. If you're looking on the left, you can see these guys. Let's go look at some of the timings here and see some of the lap times these guys are putting down. Duftino currently running a 201.798 to Thorsten Schmidt's 201.4. Looks like everybody's running around the 201s. We don't have any 2 minutes right now currently. It looks like Thorsten Schmidt running the fastest lap, but we have some penalty seconds here, ladies and gentlemen. Duftino has a 2-second penalty, and it looks like its PT has a 1-second penalty as well, so that is going to come into factor. I don't know if looks like Dark Ninja also has a 1-second penalty, so I don't know if that's going to play into factor, because it doesn't look like Duftino is going to be able to shake Thorsten Schmidt at all, barring these guys. I don't want to do that. There we go. No. Oh, I hate that timing thing. I hate it. Anyway, back to the track side, ladies and gentlemen. Here they go. Still this battle right now. Nicky and Dycroc. These guys are still pounding each other. Let's go to the bumper. Let's go right along with Nicky here. As I always like this bumper here. We'll do one of this cam here. This is a great view here. Riding along with Nicky NRP. As you can see, these guys coming down now to the final section of the track. Turns 16 down the club corner here. 16, 17, and 18. And what a great view, ladies and gentlemen. How about it? You can almost see the paint flecks on the back of that car. You can see NRP in that McLaren chasing that Porsche, and that Porsche sounds super fine as they come across the line, ladies and gentlemen. 9 minutes and 28 seconds, a little over halfway through here. Duftino leading it. Thorsten Schmidt the second. Yasko VR up to third. It's PT back to second. But we know that Duftino has a 2-second penalty, so he's going to have to try to do everything he can. Let's go trackside and watch these leaders race as they come down the Wellington Straight towards turn 6. Duftino right there. You see Thorsten Schmidt followed by Yasko. It's PT now coming into frame. Bruce Law and that McLaren in the 5th. Travis with a CH in that McLaren as well. Dycroc and NRP. That was the battle we were just watching. These two are in the top 8. These guys about 12 seconds. They're all within distance of each other. Then it's a long way back to Demoby struggling today in 9th place, unlike Demobi. So good in these GT3 cars. Let's go back up here and see what Yasko VR is up to. Yasko all over the back of Thorsten Schmidt. This is all happening about 1.5 seconds, and if these two guys keep racing against each other, that may allow Duftino to erase that 2-second penalty. That's all Duftino can hope for. And other than that, and then track conditions right now. Speaking of track conditions, 92 degrees Fahrenheit is the track temperature, and 70 degrees Fahrenheit is the outside temperature. A great spring day here in the United Kingdom around this famous Silverstone GP track. I know a lot of guys like this track. This track is very difficult for me, and it gets me, it gets my blood pressure up. I don't know if that's a thing for me because I don't have bad blood pressure, but anyway, enough about me. Let's get back to the race. Jasko VR, see right now, putting the pressure on Thorsten Schmidt. Now Bruce Law looks like he's coming into the frame now, up behind. It's PT. What's going on here? Looks like Bruce Law may have been saving his equipment for the end. We know that he's very fast. He's very active in the LMP2. I believe he was in our LMP1 series last year, I believe. Is this our second or third season? I can't, man. It's just flying by. I think this is our third season, right, guys? It's our third season. I'll take the silences. They don't know either. But anyway, we had an LMP1 and then LMP2. I think it's our third season. Anyway, Bruce Law was, he's always in them high downforce cars. See him show up from time to time on Thursday Night Lights when we do the high downforce cars. Always fast. And right now, it looks like he's within striking distance of It's PT. Let's see if he can put that McLaren to test here and see what's going to happen here. Let's see what Yasko's up to. As these top three guys are all still within a second of each other here. Duftino's trying to erase that and make it a 2-second advantage. And Yasko VR now is backed off a little bit of Thorsten. You got that Lamborghini, that 666 Lamborghini, and Thorsten Schmidt back onto the track off the little bit and surrenders the position to Yasko. Yasko up to second place now. Thorsten Schmidt has to surrender that position back to third place as he went off the track. Made a little bit of a mistake there with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left into this session, ladies and gentlemen. It's PT now back to fourth place. Bruce Law back to fifth. We've seen that battle developing. Looks like about a second and a half between them two. That little yellow triangle will show up when there's a second between them two. That gives me an indication of where the race leader is and where these guys are at. We're keeping an eye on this lead right now. Lions Foot and Demobi right now are in a battle for a ninth place. Lions Foot said he had a little bit of rear end damage earlier in the race. Don't know if he tapped the wall or if somebody got into him. Not sure what happened, but I'm going to try to correct that in the intermission for the feature race, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 7, so we're looking probably about 18 or 19 laps for the feature. It's going to be a long one. This track wears on drivers. Let's go up here and see what Thorsten and Duftino are up to now. And Yasko, I'm sorry. Thorsten Schmidt still holding that third position pretty good. It's TP now. About a second and a half off of him. Then Bruce Law was right there. Whereas It's PT. It's PT. You can see him coming down into that. And then Bruce Law coming down in the McLaren as well. Travis with the CH doing another great job today in that McLaren. You see Dycrocs now coming in. I'm not sure what happened to Nicky. There's Nicky now coming around the corner as well. And then Demobi, it's way back to Demobi. So these are the top 8 guys. Looks like the top 8 have separated themselves from the rest of the field per se. But these top 3 guys have really separated themselves from everybody else right now. Duftino had a fan out there, and JR said Duftino for the win. In that yellow Lamborghini, you can hear him going up through the gears. That thing sounds devilish. Those Lamborghinis sound absolutely amazing, but he's also being chased by another Lamborghini piloted by Yasko VR, who is also a wicked pilot of that number 666 MP Lamborghini. But don't count Thorsten Schmidt out into that GT3 Porsche at Sim Racing Store, number 85, black and green Porsche. He's been up there back and forth all day. The leaders changed once or twice today. The second position has changed. I don't know how many times. I have lost count. Let's go back here and see what Nicky and Dycroc are up to. These guys still beating on each other. I don't know if Nicky's studying his line or if that McLaren just doesn't have enough of what it takes to get out around Dycroc as they come around left field corner here, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes left, or 4.5 minutes left in this session. And actually, to be precise, there is 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Yes, lady, 4:20. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this session. And then we will get to our features. We're watching NRP on the back of Dycroc. This has been a battle raging pretty much the whole entire race since everybody's kind of settled out. And I haven't seen much damage, haven't seen many crashes or any spins. We've seen Uniclark get a little out of shape there. May have taken on a little bit of damage on the front end. We see him just touch the wall a little bit. Put him back to the field, all the way back to 12th place. Looks like Ubar's all the way in the back as well. Not sure what's going on with Ubar. He's normally really good in these GT3s, but maybe struggling here today at Silverstone. Maybe had to take a pit stop. We're not sure what happened to Ubar, but looking forward to seeing him in the feature race. Yasko now still looks like he's going to battle for the leader. Duftino took a move to the inside, but thought better of it, and we're going to keep an eye on this battle here, ladies and gentlemen. Duftino, this is Lamborghini power up in front. Lamborghinis, they come around turn one, ladies and gentlemen. Here they come. Jasko in that 666, that number red MP Lambo, and you see Duftino in that number 77 Lambo, being followed by that GT5 Porsche by Thorsten Schmidt. I almost said Bruce Law. It's Thorsten Schmidt. I'm glad I checked. These are the top three guys, ladies and gentlemen, as these guys power up through the gears as they come down to Wellington Straight, down to this hard braking zone. Both identical lines. You can see both of the Lamborghinis making a good corner entry there. I'm keeping an eye on Jasko. I'm not favoring one driver. He's just in the middle, and I think I'm able to capture all of the action between these three guys here. It looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty good battle, and it's starting to wind down. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this session, ladies and gentlemen. Duftino has a 2-second penalty. As a matter of fact, let's go to the timings and see what's happening right now. It's PT still with that 2-second penalty. Duftino with that 2-second penalty, which would probably drop him back to a third place. Still a podium position, probably dropping back to third place unless It's PT can do something with it. It's PT also, no, he also has a 2-second penalty. And NRP also has a 1-second penalty. So NRP not only has to get around Dicrox, but also has to put a second between him and Dicrox. And these guys are still battling it out back here. We're going to keep an eye on the lead here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, I should have done that. I probably got a lot of mad Jasko fans right now. Yasko, not Jasko. Yasko, sorry. Where are we at, ladies and gentlemen? Minute and 57 seconds left, lap 9. Looks like it's probably going to be about 20 or 21 laps now for the feature, so it's going to be absolutely exciting. This will be about the halfway point for the feature, but we have about a minute and 45 seconds left in this session. Watching Yasko VR take on Duftino. Duftino lagging in and out just a little bit, but not causing any problems here. Hopefully he's able to maintain. Disappeared for 1 second, came back on. Let's get rid of this interface here as we watch these guys come to the start-finish line for lap 10, ladies and gentlemen. This may be the final lap. I believe it is going to be. Duftino needs to put more time between him and Yasko, but Yasko looks like he wants to go ahead and secure this victory as well. Not sure what happened to, there he is, back on the screen. Duftino now taking the move to the inside. Yasko now trying to make a move also to the inside. Be wary of what he does here. Yasko can ride right there perfectly and not to get too aggressive and still get a victory here with that 2-second penalty that Duftino has. But what is Thorsten Schmidt's going to have to say about that? I don't know if they're going to get back to the line in time. And now we see Yasko to the outside, Duftino to the inside for the lead. Lamborghini versus Lamborghini, and we have a GT3 Porsche in the background here. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to catch up with these two Lambos, do, as they come across the line here. Oh no, this isn't the line. This is the other line. They're coming up, ladies and gentlemen, to Cops Corner here, turn 9. Duftino takes the lead. Yasko wants the lead. He wants to cross that line first, but as it sits, ladies and gentlemen, if that were the finish line, Yasko VR would have taken the race because of that 2-second penalty that Duftino has. And right now, Thorsten Schmidt off the throttle a little bit. I think he's going to be happy with a second place finish here if it sorts out this way. As you see these guys come out of Chapel Curve, down the Hanger Straight towards turn 15, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be an absolutely great great finish here as you guys tune in here, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. First one that crosses the line here is going to win, minus that 2-second penalty. Duftino right now is in the lead. We're going to keep an eye on him. Yasko VR in second, and Thorsten now in third place as they come up to the final segment of the track here, ladies and gentlemen. Now around turn 16, around the club corner, out around turn 18. Can Yasko VR do anything coming out of this corner to get around Duftino for him to cross the line first? But no, it looks like Duftino is going to come across the line, but that 2-second penalty is going to cost him the race. Guys, the cooldown lap is on, so be careful. Damage is on, points are on, so be careful, guys. Cooldown lap is on. Congratulations to Jasko VR coming across the line. Duftino coming across third. It's PT in fourth. Bruce Law in that McLaren coming in fifth. Travern coming across in sixth in that McLaren as well. Dicrox able to shake off Nicky for that final 7th place position. Guys flashing lights at each other. Great sportsmanship. Nicky had that 2-second penalty anyway. Demoby still coming across the, where's Demoby at here? coming down to the start-finish line, coming across in ninth. Not a good day for Demoby. Lion's foot flashing his lights, waving to his fans, coming across in that McLaren. Travern coming across in the Audi. Didn't see Travern much in that race. There was a lot of action I was trying to keep track of. Uniclark spun in the beginning of the race there, coming across the line in 12th. Ubar, Flying Dutchman, haven't seen any fans on tonight for him. Coming across in 13th, rocking that yellow and green Lamborghini. Evan IRL in that Porsche. Looks like these guys are going to come across the line here in the final positions. Evan and Dark Ninja still racing for the final spot here. Let's see. We got Audi versus Porsche. Let's see what's going to happen at the line. Looks like Evan's going to take it at the line. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our race. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Thank you for tuning in. Congratulations to Yasko VR for a great win. Duftino had that 2-second penalty. If you just seen Duftino cross the line first, yeah, he did. He was the class of the field today, ladies and gentlemen, in that sprint race. But that 2-second penalty set him back 2 positions, allowing Yasko VR to take the win. Thorsten Schmidt to second, Duftino back to third, it's PT to fourth, and Bruce Law to fifth. I'm going to take a couple pictures here, ladies and gentlemen, so we have proof that they finished this way, and we will return in about 5 or 10 minutes. Going to let these guys stretch their legs, get a drink, get a snack, and do whatever they got to do. Thank you guys for sticking with us, and we'll be back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Had a short intermission there. Had to get one of our guys to, he was backing off on his internet, so sorry about the delay there. But it'll only take about 5 or 10 minutes in between the intermissions to let these guys stretch out. So thank you guys for hanging out with us as well, for all your continued love and support, all your comments. Guys chiming in like, all right, Turkish, fantastic job, Kenbo. Thank you, man. But like I always say, I can't do this job without fantastic racing, and you see it here at Rubbings Racing. Travis Taylor chiming in saying it's PT is going to take it for sure. It's PT's got some fans out there. JR Sim Racing said hopefully they can go all through the formation without damage. I hope so. I hope so, guys. You got to be careful, boy, weaving in and out of each other and swerving each other. I don't know how much time's left. You guys got to get ready up. Get your pit strategies in. There's a mandatory pit stop here. It's going to be 21 laps, guys. 21 laps. 1 lap is a hot lap. No, it'll be 20 laps of racing here at Silverstone in the United Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be absolutely great. Yasko VR took the lead, or took the sprint race by 2-second penalty by Duftino. Erased that, and these guys are going to get going here, and I'm going to call them out here. Evan IRL to the front, please. Dark Ninja behind him. Ubar, Flying Dutchman, up to 3rd place. Uniclark to 4th place, please. Travern to 5th place. Lion's Foot to 6th place, please. Demoby up to 7th. NRP to 8th place. Dicrocs up to 9th place, please. After Dicrocs, we're going to have Travis with a CH. After him, we're going to have Bruce Law. And then it's PT behind him. Duftino to 13th. Thorsten Schmidt to 14th. And our race winner, Yasko VR, is going to end at this field here, ladies and gentlemen. 21 laps with a mandatory pit stop here at Silverstone. If you guys tuned in to see the sprint race, it was pretty epic racing up front. We had some great battles. NRP and Dicrocs had a great battle going on here. Talked about some tire strategy in the intermission. These guys are going to do a little bit. Some guys are going to stay on soft. Some guys, I think, are going to try to gamble with the soft. Some guys are going to take the hards. 93 degrees Fahrenheit is the track temperature, and 71 degrees Fahrenheit outside. About 3 hours later start, same day, ladies and gentlemen. It's just like they just got off the track and got right back on it. 12 o'clock noon is the start time. May 18th is the date. It's going to be by the weather progression is synced to the race, and the time progression is ×5. So I don't think we're going to get in the headlight range tonight, but I think we may get in towards the evening hours here. We'll have to see. That's the way the race lobby was set up. I kind of inherited it here, so I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Thank you guys for all tuning in here. Evan, you see up front, doing a great job. Let's get that speedometer up there and check out these speeds. 75 is pretty good speed around here. Once we get up towards the end where we got to form up, I'm going to back it down to about 55 or so, I would say. But that's a good speed to get these guys up to speed around here, get these tires warmed up. Look at this view coming down here, all these guys in line. This is a great view here. You see Demoby coming around the back there. Nikki in 8th place there. This is a great view by all these guys coming down, warming up their tires. These guys look, what a great, fantastic view watching all these guys warm their tires up. Slightly Mad Studios did such a great job with this game. I can't get over how great this game is here. And for us to be able to utilize it like this as an organized team, as an organized unit, is absolutely fantastic. And these guys do it the best here, ladies and gentlemen, at Rubbings Racing. www.rubbingsracing.co.uk. These guys are going to start to line up side by side here at some point once around this chicane here. Right side, or first place is going to be on the right side. These guys, it looks like they're getting a line up here. And slow it down a little bit, Evan. We're going to slow it down to, yeah, there you go, down about 45 or 50 miles per hour. You can hold it right there. And I'm going to take a look at the back of the pack as these guys come around the final corner. And it looks like at any time now, looks like Evan can put it down at any time he wants to go right now. So right now, still holding it, still holding it, still holding it. And the pedal is down. Evan is gone at the line. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, these GT3 class for our feature race here at Silverstone GP. Let's go back through the field, make sure everybody makes it back through. Got a little bit of movement going on back there, but these guys are holding it together. What a great view as these guys come around the corner here. Evan doing a great job out front, holding off Dark Ninja right now. Dark Ninja in that Audi. Didn't see him much in the sprint towards the back of the pack. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the fast guys went to the back and the slower guys in that front race are up in the front, but that doesn't necessarily mean that these guys are slow at all, ladies and gentlemen. That just means that the guys in the front were able to get away from them here. As you see all these guys come down the stretch here. What a great view once again. See him coming into the stretch. Evan to the outside, Dark Ninja to the inside, looking at its PT right now in that Mercedes in the back of that field. And Yasko in 14th place, him and Duftino playing it smart in the back of the field here. Evan, meanwhile, side by side with Dark Ninja out front, being hunted down by our Flying Dutchman. Ubar had reports in the intermission coming from Ubar's camp that he had a bunch of damage on that Lamborghini. I was wondering what happened. We made a mention towards the end of that sprint race. Now side by side for the lead. Oh no, looks like Ubar goes to the back of the pack here, ladies and gentlemen. And as they come up through the through all these S-turns here, I had my little diagram up, but I went to the YouTube. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Up through Maggots, Beckett's, and then out of Chapel Curve. Here they come, and look at these guys all doing it great. What a great view by these guys here. Got some side-by-side action back through the pack. I just want to give you a view of how close these guys are, man, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 2 out of 21 is the mandatory pit stop in this one in Silverstone, ladies and gentlemen, for our opening race here in our 2020 season for Rubbings Racing here. I forget what season we're in, man. I can't believe well, anyway, look at all of the on the left-hand side of the screen if you want to turn there, ladies and gentlemen, if it was keep an eye on the action. All those little triangles, that means everybody's within a second of each other. 15 seconds, there's only 5 seconds that separates 15 guys, ladies and gentlemen, so this is absolutely great. Thorsten Schmidt into the pits, taking an early pit stop. Let's see what he's going to do. Bruce Law also into the pits as well. I can't keep up with him. Going down through too fast. So we got Bruce Law and Thorsten Schmidt now into the pits. Evan now out front being hunted down by Ubar. Looks like Ubar put some separation between him and Dark Ninja. And we have Travern now in that Audi as well. We got 2 Audis now up in the front, but look at this, Dycroc and Uniclark. Uniclark had a big spin in that sprint race, trying to put it back together. Tries to put a nose to the inside. Looks like it might have made a little bit of contact. Now NRP in behind Uniclark as this battle rages on here as these guys come around the loop out around turn 5 and down Wellington straight here, ladies and gentlemen, making all the horsepower they possibly can in these GT3s. You see the leaders on the bottom of the screen, and this is the rest of the pack. So all these guys are still within the frame, ladies and gentlemen. Uniclark, oh no, big action here. Looks like Dycrocs. Was that Dycrocs gets punted up through the field. Big damage for him. Got to be careful coming back on track there, Dycroc. You got to be careful. Them guys are coming around the corner. It looks like Travis with a CH was able to get through there. And Nicky now up to front. Not sure what happened to Uniclark. Uniclark may have had big damage. I don't know if that was a lag spike or if that was actual damage, but Uniclark looks like he's going to be able to maintain it right now in 8th position. Doesn't look like there's much damage, visual damage on there, but doesn't mean that something in suspension might be something going on there. And somebody going around there, we're not sure who that was. That was Dark Ninja going around in that Audi right now. Still out front, Evan doing a good job out front in that Porsche. The Porsche has that front line speed right now, and Ubar right behind him. They're only 0.6 of a second into that Lamborghini. Travern in that Audi doing a great job in third now, being hunted by NRP and the Dycrocs. These guys, they were battling pretty hard in that first sprint race here, and they're still back at it, just a little further up in the field right now. This is for 4th and 5th place, and we got Travis with a CH behind him in that the McLaren as well. Uniclar coming into the frame now. We got a bunch of action behind him. Demobi up to 8th place, 5 seconds behind the lead. We got somebody coming into the pit. You see him going there. We have Demobi in that Porsche as well. You have Lions Foot into the frame. It looks like its PT gets a little loose coming out of there. And where's Yasko in all this? Yasko goes to the outside of its PT. And what a great move by him. He's got to try to pick his way up through this field and got to be ginger about it because the damage is on. Looks like our Flying Dutchman has made a pass for the lead as I was watching the rest of the field come through there. I apologize I didn't catch that action, but I'm back to it now, ladies and gentlemen. That Lamborghini, that yellow and green Lamborghini, what a great livery of that 92 Lamborghini. Making all that horsepower. You can hear that thing just sounds like a devil. I don't know if it's a Diablo or what that thing is, but it sounds like a demon coming down that stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Ubar doing a good job right now, holding off Evan. Travern behind him. Nicky coming through the corner as well, and then Dycroc. That's your top 5, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Lap 4 out of 21. If you're just tuning in, www.rubbingsracing.com will get you on track with these drivers, ladies and gentlemen. Racing clean, racing fair, and always racing for free. This is some of the fastest, cleanest, freest sim racing on the PlayStation Network for Project Cars 2 right now. If you want to get involved, www.rubbingsracing.co.uk. And if you want to buy us a coffee, you can hit the donate button while we're there. We always love a cup of coffee. Or if you want to donate to the American side, you can buy me a cup of soda because I don't like, I like coffee, but not as much as them crazy UK people over there. And tea, that's all I hear about tea. I'm still waiting for a box of almond whips. Somebody's going to send me a box of almond whips, I promise. But over here in the United States of America, we don't get those kind of treats. Looking at the field right now, Ubar kind of now and NRP up to 3rd place, all over the back of Evan. Let's see if he can do anything with them now as they come up. Where are they at on track here? Oh, here they are, ladies and gentlemen. Coming around turn 15. What's this, Stowe Corner, I guess? Stowe Corner? Yeah, Stowe Corner, that's what they're calling it. Stowe Corner, now down around Club Corner now. You see Ubar out front has that lead, doing a great job. Travern now, where's Travern? Travern into there, Travis with the CH, I'm sorry, Travis with the CH surrendering that top position, one of them top podium positions to go into the pits with a mandatory pit stop due in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back up to the front and see what these guys are doing now. Evan all over the back of... not all over the back of Ubar, but he has company all over the back of him and NRP. NRP doing a good job trying to catch up and trying to get around him. Had a hard time with the Porsche in the first one. Looks like he's going to have a hard time this time, but looks like he gets by him there. Just glanced down at the YouTube, glanced back up, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, I can't even keep track of the action. I have to stay glued to this screen. NRP up to 2nd place. Mr. Silverstone himself works at the track over there. He's got a bunch of friends that like to watch him, a bunch of friends rooting him on here. We've seen some of the guys on the stream tonight, chiming in on the YouTube. Always want to thank you guys for tuning in. Big kudos from him, and big kudos from me over in the United States of America. I'm waving my hand across the pond there at you guys. Thank you guys for all your love and support as you watch your favorite driver go around the track. Ubar coming in, number 1 right now, doing a great job. Now NRP is all over the back of our Flying Dutchman, and let's see if Ubar can do anything to hold NRP back. NRP and that McLaren, Ubar into that Ferrari. No, not Ferrari, and that Lamborghini. I'm sorry, I got a little excited there as I seen Ubar go off track. Thought he was going to spin out in front of NRP. That was going to be drastic. Ubar doing an absolutely fantastic job as these guys come through Beckett's corner out around Chapel Curve. And here comes Ubar in that number 92 Lamborghini out around the corner for the final time. Back up, not for the final time, but back up through the gears here. And then you got NRP behind him. Dycroc's in that Porsche behind him. And then there's a battle heating up right here between Uniclark and Travern. Travern doing a great job holding that 5th place position now. It looks like Uniclark's going to make a move to the outside. Travern's going to hold it to the inside in that Audi there, and that Audi power, for being closely followed by those AMGs. Them AMGs, we know they have the straight line top speed, but these Audis, these all-wheel drives, boy, they just have the maneuverability. So this is good race. This is good talent between both of these guys. You're watching it, ladies and gentlemen. This is for 4th place. Travern has it, Uniclark wants it, and Demobi now creeping into the picture, only 3 seconds behind the leader. Demobi must have been saving it for his fans. He must have changed something in the pits. Maybe he didn't have it set up in the first one. We're not sure what's happening, but that is more like the Demobi that Rubbings Racing knows. Only 3 seconds off the pace in the mix right now, and Yasko VR, our sprint race winner, in that 666 Diablo. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. You can hear them pipes screaming. It's PT now on the back of him. These two were battling. It's PT makes a move to the inside of that Hot Wheels AMG, make a little bit of contact, but the mirror is still on, where Yasko's Lamborghini Yasko's got to be a little upset about that contact. Didn't look intentional, but still never intended. Ubar now leading the field around. Where is Nicky at? Now side by side coming into turn 6, Brooklyn's corner, out around left field. Is he going to be able to do anything with him? Looks like Ubar's hear him feathering that throttle, and Nicky now to the inside, side by side as they come out of the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, down to the Woodcote corner, and here's where the horsepower comes in. Let's gonna see what's going to happen here as these guys come down this stretch. Nicky to the inside, Ubar to the outside. They're going to have distance braking zone. You can see them both on the brakes, trail braking just a little bit. Nicky able to take that position cleanly away from Ubar. And that was an absolutely fantastic pass. Great racing by both of these guys. Lee Kendall chiming in. Mr. Silverstone on the move. JR Sim Racing saying the Flying Dutchman's on a mission. The missile from death. Lee Kendall, Mr. Silverstone on the move. So, yes, Mr. Silverstone doing what he does. Looks like he's doing a little more than mowing the grass and sweeping up pit lane right now. He is laying the rubber down on the track and right now laying pretty fast lap times as well. A 2:03.9 last time by. Let's take a look at the timings here, ladies and gentlemen, as we see the action on track. You can keep an eye on it. Best laps coming by right now. Looks like it's PT coming in at a 2:02.5. That's a pretty fast lap. It looks like that's going to be the fastest. No, I'm making a liar of it myself. We have Thorsten Schmidt running a 2:01.5. That's a blistering lap, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Law coming in at a 2:02. Now let's go down through the field here and see where these other guys, everybody else coming in. Duftino also coming in at a 2:01.4. So we got Duftino, we have Bruce Law, we have Thorsten Schmidt, we have Jasko, we have It's PT. All these guys are all within striking distance within each other. A little bit difference on the track, though, between these guys. And there it is. All right. Take a look at Ubar here. Ubar struggling a little bit coming out of the turn 4 and then out around turn 5. It's PT up to 3rd place. Travern, who's that? Yasko now takes over that position away from Travern. Yasko on the march now up to 4th place, but he has company behind him and Travern and Uniclark. You got that Uniclark now on the back of Travern. Is going to see what he can do here. Goes to the outside to follow Yasko. Stays on the outside of Travern, and Travern's going to now have that advantage. It looks like he's going to try to go 3 wide. Demoby's trying to get in the mix there, but it looks like he's going to think better of it as that AMG hugs the inside, leaves that Audi on the outside. Looks like Demoby in that Porsche now making a move to the inside. A little bit of contact. Let's see what's going on here. Guys are stuck together. Looks like he had his rear view or his mirror stuck in his window, but to get unhooked, unhitched, and back to racing as normal. Nicky now putting a big separation between him and Ubar. 1.8 seconds now separates the leader to 2nd place. Seen a lot of these guys did pit. Somebody did drop out. We're not sure who it was. Unfortunate for them. I don't know if it was Duftino maybe. No, Duftino's still in the room. Not sure who dropped out, but unfortunately somebody else did. Looking at the lead here. Nicky, Dark Ninja dropped out. So if you guys are tuning in to see Dark Ninja, he had dropped out. Don't know if it was a lag or what it was. But thank you for tuning in, Dark Ninja. As always, Ubar coming in the 2nd here. It's PT now followed by Yasko. Yasko in 4th place all over the back of It's PT. It's PT had a great run in the first race there. I think he finished 2nd place, I believe, behind Yasko. But Duftino had crossed the line first, but came across in 3rd, wrapping up that final podium position in the sprint race due to a 2-second penalty. These guys have to be careful. Full damage is on in this race, and these guys are driving like it right now as we're watching this action as they come across the line for lap 8 out of 21, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 8 out of 21. Some of the guys have pitted. Thorsten Schmidt did pit, and I believe Duftino did pit as well. These guys are towards the back of the pack, about 19 seconds behind. I wasn't keeping a track on lap times, but being that full damage is on, a lot of these guys are probably going to want to try to take tires or fix maybe some of the damage they have on. If they have any kind of suspension damage or something, maybe just be selective on the damage that they fix. So it's pretty interesting how it's going to weigh out here, but Nicky looks like his car is in really good shape out front. That McLaren is doing a great job as you see him leading the field. Ubar now under pressure by It's PT, and Yasko now in 4th place. Uniclark was in the picture, but looks like he's under pressure now by Demoby side by side as these guys come around turn 6 out around Luffold corner. These guys were in the same position last time by, except for Travern was in the mix too, and you see Travern now in behind Demoby. Demoby able to get around that Audi as he tries now to work on that AMG, that Mercedes, that big long hooded monster. And we know them AMGs are fast in a straight line, but them little Porsches are quick and nimble. That 86 Porsche comes out around here. Is going to try to make it happen here. Let's go to the bumper cam here with Demoby, riding on board with Demoby in that Porsche. You can hear him running the revs. You can see him running there, just braking a little bit, feathering the throttle just through here. This thing's got to be a little loose. Track temperature is 96 degrees Fahrenheit, and the outside temperature is 73 degrees Fahrenheit. So a great day here. It's probably middle of the afternoon by now, about 2:30 in the afternoon, maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon as the time progression is on ×5, so we may get into headlight territory tonight, but I don't think we will. But regardless, it's still going to be an absolutely epic race to the end. And you can see up in front there, ladies and gentlemen, that's the top 3 guys. Or the top, it's PT, Ubar, and Yasko. It looks like it's PT now making a move up to 2nd place. We missed that action. I thought Ubar had that pretty comfortably. Now Ubar under pressure by Yasko VR. Yasko now to the inside of Ubar. What's happening to Ubar? Maybe the tires are falling off a little bit. Maybe he doesn't want to drive it that hard. Maybe it's slicking it up a little bit. Not sure. Very smart driver Ubar is, so very wise for him to not use up his equipment and try to race, as the race isn't even half over yet. Knows there's a long way to go. Track temperature is going to change a little bit. It is increasing, 96 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's going to get a little hotter. Temperatures are going to get a little hotter, and the track's going to get a little bit slicker here. It's PT now out front. We have, where did NRP go? NRP into the pits, I believe. I'm not sure what happened to NRP. I'm assuming that he must have hit the pits. I didn't take track of that, but now it's PT into the lead. Yeah, and we're getting reports. Nikki into the pits. I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to keep a track of all of this action. Like I said, if you look to the left of your screen, all them little triangles, that is all action. That is all guys who want to get on. They want their fans to see them racing, so I'm doing my absolute best to try to keep these guys as happy as I can, to keep their fans as satisfied as well, and everybody else within Rubbins Racing, as you see the kind of action on track here. Now this is the battle for 9th place. Evan, you see Evan in that, Evan's in the McLaren. You see NRP in the McLaren, Evan in that Porsche. And these guys were battling earlier in the race. And you see Evan, oh no, Evan, hopefully he locks it up. No, hits the wall. You can see damage on the front of his car. That's unfortunate for Evan, trying to hold it together. It's unfortunate. NRP able to get through there with ease in that McLaren, doing a great job. Up to 9th place, 16 seconds, losing a little bit of time to the leaders. It's PT now out front all by himself. But doesn't want to look in his mirror, because he's going to see that black and red Lamborghini all over him as these guys come down. Whereas it's PT not electing to take a pit yet. Yasko still staying on the track. Ubar, Flying Dutchman, on the track as well. With Demoby's going to elect to stay on the track. And Travern, that's your top 5, ladies and gentlemen, as they come down through. Thorsten Schmidt, I believe he pitted as well in the beginning of this race, so he is making up mad time. Let's go to the timing sheets once again, ladies and gentlemen. Don't see any penalties. I see Travis with a CH has a 1 second penalty, and that looks like that's about it for penalties as we go down through the field here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look here and see what's going to happen. We have Evan also has a 1 second penalty, so these guys are racing pretty clean and pretty honest here today. Pretty excited about it, ladies and gentlemen, as we keep an eye on Thorsten Schmidt now, 8 seconds off of the lead. He was very fast in that beginning session there, had a little bit of troubles, and now side by side as he comes up to Travern here, and doesn't look like he's going to be able to get by it. It's PT out front now, under fire by Yasko. Let's see what Yasko is able to do with its PT as these guys come around turn 6, up around turn 7, left field corner. This is a very tricky corner, man. It'd be great. I'd love to take a couple laps around this in real life, but just to that corner, just so I can salute it with a certain finger every time I come around it, because I've crashed on that corner every single time I come around that thing. It's PT out front in the AMG. Yasko VR into that Lamborghini right now. Top 2 guys only separated by half a second. It's 5 seconds back to Ubar, Flying Dutchman, and another 2 seconds back to Demoby. You can see him coming into the frame there. Travern's going to be coming in, out of the frame right here. You see him going out of the frame now, under pressure by Thorsten Schmidt. Let's see what Thorsten Schmidt's going to do as these guys come in through Maggot's corner. And here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Great camera angle here as the cameraman does a good job here. Thorsten Schmidt's now to the outside. Looks like, not sure what happened to Travern. Travern's going to make the wide outside, as you know, Thorsten Schmidt's a little bit faster in that section. Great heads-up move by Travern. Maybe he can try to get it back in the draft here as these guys come out down Hanger straight towards Stowe Corner here. See some action going on in the back here. We got Bruce, we got Lionsfoot, we got Nicky, we got Travern, Travis with a CH, and Duftino. All these guys, this is all 4 position, ladies and gentlemen. And look at all these guys side by side. Let's go up here towards the middle of this pack and see what's going on. Let's keep an eye on Nicky here. Nicky was leading this race. About 2 seconds out in front of everybody. Elected to pit there at about lap 9. Lap 11 out of 21, halfway over, ladies and gentlemen, halfway over. It says J Palm's chiming in saying Thorsten is virtually the leader after the pit stops. It looks that way right now. If he can hold it together right now, Thorsten is on the move. He's got about a 7-second gap between NRP, Lion's Foot, Nicky, Bruce, all these guys. He's got about a 7-second gap between them guys. So looks like somebody's off there. Wasn't sure who that was that went off. May have been Travis with a CH off the track there. Gets it back on, does a great job. Where's Demobi at now? Demobi all over the back of Ubar. Ubar going backwards a little bit here. And not sure what's going on with Ubar. Maybe the tires are going away like we talked about earlier. But keeping an eye on Demobi. Demobi did not have a good race in the sprint, which is unlike him. We talked about him earlier in the qualifying. He does a lot for the Rubbings racing community. He has a Hot Lap challenge. Different car, different track every week. A lot of the community gets involved. Really shows some of the talent that we have involved in the community. Some of these guys are really fast, man. Really fast. I don't even try it because I can't even get in the same zip code as these guys. So right now, Demobi on the back of Ubar as they start in Maggot's corner here and up through the S's. I'm just going to call them the S's because there's too many corners to name. Up through Maggot's, out through Chapel. That's what I want to say, ladies and gentlemen. Ubar under pressure by Demobi. Demobi holding it together in that GT3 Porsche right now. Thorsten Schmidt losing a little bit of time. Now 11 seconds off the lead in 5th place in that same paint scheme here. Not sure if it's the same car. Not sure what's going on here. A little bit different maybe. Not sure. But now we see Demobi making a move to the outside of Ubar. And let's see what Ubar is going to do with this here. Ubar now to the outside as they come around Stowe corner, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Looks like Demobi's not able to get around him. And let's see what Demobi's going to do here as they come down to turn 16 and out around turn 17, ladies and gentlemen. And at 86, Thorsten Schmidt in the 85. So these guys are teammates running teammate colors. Not teammates on the track, but running teammate colors here. The 85 and the 86. These cars, let's see if they can work together to get towards the front here. It's TP, it's PT now. Yasko VR into the pits, Ubar into the pits, and Travern as well into the pit. I think it's, Travern into the pits as well. So where are these guys at on track? Where is Nicky at? Right now, Nicky coming by the start-finish line. Going to get a little bit of position here through the field, as well as Travis with a CH. Yeah, Travis with a CH going to pick up a few positions as well, I think, as they come across the start-finish line here in the turn 3. I said turn 1 earlier. It's turn 3. Village corner around the loop and then out around turn 5 down Wellington Straight here, ladies and gentlemen. Demobi now in second place under pressure now by Thorsten Schmidt. Thorsten Schmidt 10 seconds behind It's PT. We don't think It's PT has pitted. Thorsten Schmidt has, and I can't remember if Demobi has or not. I got too much information in front of me here, ladies and gentlemen. Thorsten Schmidt has his headlights on. Demobi does not, if you're wondering, because it's a very similar paint scheme. If you're rooting for them guys. Bruce Law currently running in 4th place. Haven't heard much from him in that McLaren. And currently under pressure now by Yasko coming out of the pits. And this is great battle right now for 5th place. Let's see what Yasko can do to catch up with the leaders. Where's Nicky at in the McLaren now? Under pressure by Duftino side by side as these guys try to navigate out around Cobb's corner here. Very tricky corner. You got to be turning the car before you even see the apex, man. It's kind of weird as these guys come into Maggot's corner. Great action between Nicky and Duftino right now. Let's go to the bumper cam. It's bumper cam time right along with Nicky. I love this bumper cam. It gets you so close and so intimate with this track. You can see him get all the way to the inside, out around the outside as he starts down Hanger Straight, getting as much speed as he can, trying to get that McLaren in tune with that Lamborghini right now, but looks like he's got to keep his engine temperature down a little bit as he weaves to the outside, trying to get some clean air on that. There's a little bit of distance between these guys. You can see the lead cars out in front of or not the lead cars, but some of the leaders out in front of them as well in that same battle. If we go up here and see Yasko on the back of Bruce Law now, still in this same bumper cam, Bruce Law to the outside, Yasko into that Lamborghini now challenging that McLaren. We got a little bit of lag going on there. Let's see what Thornton be able to do with Demobi. Still riding along in this bumper cam. This is great views here. These two guys very respectable, very clean, very fast against each other. They had so much similar on the track. They chose a very similar paint job. So these guys doing it like nobody else does. Demobi and Thorsten Schmidt. 2nd and 3rd place. This is about 10 seconds behind the leader, 11.6 seconds behind the leader. Let's go back to trackside here and see what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. These two guys side by side as they come through turn 6 up around turn 7. Sorensen Schmidt able to hold that position. In second place, Demobi to third place. This is all happening 12 seconds behind HPT, who has not pitted yet. Bruce Law to fifth, Duftino, and now NRP. This is a battle between these three guys here. And we're going to see what manages to happen. Bruce Law in that orange McLaren, Duftino in that yellow Lamborghini, and you have Yasko in that red Lamborghini right there, all 20 seconds behind. So Yasko looks like he's probably going to secure at least a top 3 spot if its TP hasn't pitted yet. So Yasko's driving very smart, keeping enough distance between him and that McLaren behind him, but he's got to keep in mind that there's also a very fast Lamborghini with Duftino behind Bruce Law. So if Duftino can figure out how to get around Bruce Law, maybe he might be able to challenge Yasko VR for that win. You can see we've seen it in the sprint race, ladies and gentlemen. So don't count Duftino out yet. There should be some epic racing here towards the final stages of this race. Lap 13 out of 21. If you're just tuning in, we are at Silverstone. This is our I can't think of the name right now. This is our race. Jeez, oh man, not our sprint race. This is our feature race. 21 laps, ladies and gentlemen. Full damage is on. As you see, Bruce Law gets sideways in that McLaren, trying to hold on to it as he knows Duftino is charging in behind him. I'm going to keep an eye on this battle right here, because now we see NRP coming into the picture, and right behind them we see Travis with the CH, who lost it a little bit ago, but able to maintain control and get back out on track. So right now, this is where all the action is on track, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get rid of the interface and just watch these guys race. You have Bruce Law in the orange car. You have Duftino in the yellow car. You have NRP in that red car behind him, and then Travis with the CH in that orange one. So if you guys are watching, I'm going to take that interface off, just watch some of the graphics of the game. But like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is our feature race, 21 laps, so a little over halfway done with this. Full damage is on this season for the GT3 series, and it's been absolutely epic so far. There's been some damage, some guys, but I don't think anybody's been taken out of the race due to ignorance or due to malicious driving. So this has been absolutely great. Watching Duftino now on the back of Bruce Law. Let's see if as they come down to the start-finish line here. That's not the start-finish line. It's Cops Corner. Around Cops Corner, we have Bruce Law holding off a hard-charging Duftino right now. NRP was in the frame. Where's NRP right now in that Gainesco number 99? McLaren right now as they come in to Maggots Corner. 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 out of Chapel Corner. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty evenly spaced out. If you like what you're seeing on the stream, if you're watching it live, thank you for tuning in. If you're going to watch it later on as a replay, thank you guys for sticking in and checking it out. If you're interested in joining what we're doing here, www.rubbingsracing.co.uk, where it's some of the cleanest, fastest, freest sim racing for the PlayStation Network for Project Cars 2. Very young league. We're not doing everything right. We're not getting everything right. So always looking to suggestions, always looking to improve the experience for the community, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to get involved, like I said, www.rubbingsracing.co.uk. This is our Sunday evening GT3 race. All of our races happen at 8 p.m. GMT time. 8 p.m. GMT time. Sunday evenings are GT3 race. This is one of our premier series in this league. A lot of fast guys, a lot of very clean guys, a lot of egos. Not in a bad way. There's a lot of guys who hold records here, world records. So, I mean, there's just very, very, very fast racing guys, fast racers into this lobby, ladies and gentlemen. So, Mondays, we don't have anything going on Mondays. It's normally just our community day. We get out and mingle within the community, review a lot of stewards' inquiries and beat our heads off our laptops and try not to spill our coffees on our skulls. Tuesdays we have our touring car class, which is our Clio Cup, which is our Division 2, and our regular touring car, which is our Tier 1, and pretty exciting. We had our first race last week. Second race will be this week. I'm not aware of the schedule, so I'm not sure where they're going to be at. Check our YouTube. You'll find, should be able to find out where we're going to be at next week. Wednesday nights, another community day, another just get out there. Thursday nights, we do our Thursday night lights, which we haven't posted yet within the community. If you're looking forward to it, just hang tight. We're going to get that posted here pretty soon. I'm in charge of that, so if you got comments about it, you can get me into it. Yasko now on the back of Demobi now, crawling up on the back of Demobi for that final spot. It's PT still out front, hoping for something to happen behind him. Has not taken his pit stop yet right now. 13 seconds out in front of these guys, Demobi and Yasko, for this final third spot right now. Yasko in that red Lamborghini. Friday nights or Thursday night lights we have is a random car, random track. It's pretty fun a lot of times. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt. Sometimes it's really, really fun. Just unique cars on unique tracks. A lot of stuff you won't find in public lobbies and stuff that you're not brave enough to show your friends. Be like, yeah, man, I took this car around that track. And they're like, yeah, you're crazy. Be like, dude, we got to try it. Let's air it. Works out every time, guys. It's a lot of fun. Friday nights, we have our GT5 series. If you didn't tune in last week, we were at Watkins Glen. And, man, what a race that was. Watkins Glen short. If you want to go back and check out some of the highlights on our YouTube, it was absolutely epic. This Friday night, we're going to be at Indianapolis Road Course with the Ginetta GT5s. And it's going to be absolutely epic racing. Saturday nights, we do the LMP2 series. I'm not very familiar with that, so I'm not sure where they're at. I don't think we air that one yet. That's a pretty popular series. Just looking for a little bit more staff to try to get everything televised here. And then Sunday mornings, we had an Formula Renault series going on. We're not sure how much interest it has regained, so we're going to try to, it's still an experimental league. We're going to see what happens. But that's what's happening in Rubbies Racing, ladies and gentlemen. This is our third season of 2020. We're pretty excited about what's happening here. So it's been a great year. We want to thank all of our supporters and all of our loyal fans and loyal listeners. Whether you're on track or whether you just tune in to hear our lovely voices, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts that make this happen, guys. It's been about 6 or 7 months now since we've had this thing going, and it's become its own identity, and it's been absolutely great. And like I said, I just want to thank everybody for being involved. Thank these guys for sacrificing all their time, as well as we see Duftino now on the back of Bruce Law. What happened up front? We have Thornton Schmidt still holding off Yasko, and Yasko now losing a little bit of time, about 4 seconds now off of the lead. 15 seconds off of the lead, but about 4 seconds behind Thorsten Schmidt. I'm just saying the lead because it's Thorsten Schmidt. I'm assuming is going to inherit the lead once it's PT pits. Duftino now looks to make a move on the outside of Bruce Law, but I don't know if Bruce Law is going to have any of this as they come down to the final chicane here. Club corner, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 17 out of 21. 5 laps remain. It's all going to come down to this. Who's going to be the feature race winner? 21 laps. We had Yasko VR take the sprint race. It was an absolutely great sprint race. He took it by 2-second penalty from Duftino. Duftino actually crossed the line first, but that doesn't count, ladies and gentlemen. In the end, it doesn't count. That 2-second penalty will jump up and bite you right where it counts. Duftino going a little wide. Don't know if he's going to get a penalty for that or not. A little strict around Silverstone at times. It can be a pain in the butt. Right now, the only penalties we have is Travis with a CH at a 2-second penalty, and we have Evan with a 12-second penalty, but doesn't look like he's going to be in anybody's way. It's PT currently running a 202.1 on track. Thorsten Schmidt running a 201.5, and Yasko VR flying with a 2-minute.9 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minute. That's all. That's a little. That's pretty fast lap. A 2-minute.9. Bruce Law coming in at 202.9. Duftino coming in at 202.4. Nicky, Mr. Silverstone, was up there running pretty good in that McLaren, coming in at a 203.8 right now. These are these best laps. Best laps, not last time by. These are our best laps. Travis with a CH coming in at a 204, and then it just goes down from there, ladies and gentlemen. So lap times are still pretty close. We got a couple fast guys back through the pack, so let's keep an eye on this battle right now between Duftino and Bruce Law. Duftino now making a move to the inside, got his position for a minute, backed off of it in that Lamborghini, hunting down that McLaren. And McLaren doing a great job. Pretty impressed with that McLaren being able to hold off that Lamborghini, because those Lamborghinis are pretty wicked, as I do recall. You can see Nicky coming into the frame in the back there, and then Travis with a CH coming around the corner as well, and a long way back to Dycroc. It's PT into the pits, and let's see where Thorsten Schmidt's coming. Thorsten Schmidt coming around the final corner, easily going to take that position away. Jasko also probably going to take that position away. Bruce Law and Duftino now, these guys are still in this battle. Now this is going to become a battle for a final podium position, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Law has it, and Duftino wants it. Let's see what It's PT's up to. I can't see him on the track. Looks like he's out. NRP, where's NRP? Coming around the final corner here, coming up towards the start-finish line, and where is It's PT? It's PT out on the track. Looks like he's going to come out in front of Bruce Law and Duftino. Brilliant move by It's PT, and he's only 3 seconds off of the lead. It looks like he gets a little bit near rambunctious coming out of there, but we're getting reports from the track that he has a penalty. Yes, he does. Too fast entering pit lane. 10-second penalty. That's going to haunt him for the rest of this season, knowing that he could have finished in a top podium position. Oh, his pit crew has got to be shaking their heads. They got to be saying, put it together, though. He's going to pull it all back together, still finish the race with a good result as well as that. Bruce Law to the inside, Duftino to the outside in that Lamborghini. Duftino now trying to make a move back to the inside as the laps are winding down. Lap 18 out of 21 for our first race of our third season of 2020, ladies and gentlemen. Our GT3 race at Silverstone GP. Been a great race so far. Thorsten Schmidt has taken over the lead. Yasko VR will not go away, though. 1.7 seconds behind him. Going to keep an eye on that battle, but right now we're watching this battle for, this is 4th and 5th place right now. Bruce Law in the orange McLaren, Duftino in that yellow Lamborghini, almost side by side as they come up through these S corners, as they come to exit out of Chapel Curve. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Law back on the power, Duftino on the power as well, and it's Teeth P now. That's unfortunate. He has that 10-second penalty. That's absolutely unfortunate. Got some guys chiming in saying, what's happening with Scotty? Has he got damage? Haven't heard anything from Scotty's camp, JR. If I do hear anything, you'll be the first one to know. Getting reports from Scotty's camp that he cannot drive on the hard tires. Should have stuck to soft. Regretting that decision right now. Duftino gets a little sideways as he tries to make the move out around Bruce Law. Almost loses it, but able to keep it together. These guys driving these GT3s are different kind of drivers, man. These things are really, really finesse to drive, and he does a great job keeping that in. Dives to the inside, goes back to the outside, thinking better of it as they come around turn 2 here, ladies and gentlemen, up around. Turn up towards Village Corner here. And let's see if Duftino can do anything with him. Still these guys coming in, chiming in on the time. Says Jasko, or JR's chiming in saying Jasko's running just as fast as the Mercs in a straight line. Jasko's running just as fast as anybody. It doesn't matter if he's in a straight line or in a circle. He is he's one of the best, man. One of the best in the biz right now. Currently running a 1.6 second gap between him and the leader right now. We're keeping this side. Duftino to the inside. Bruce Law now has to be forced to the outside. But it looks like Bruce Law is going to have that advantage if Duftino doesn't cut the line off. And he does. Duftino, what an aggressive move to cut that line off of Bruce Law. And Bruce Law now has to regroup, get it back together. No contact made there, just aggressiveness towards Duftino, and that was a brilliant move by him as these laps are closing down. 19 out of 21, 3 laps remaining, ladies and gentlemen. Yasko VR, you can hear that Lamborghini just screaming, but that Porsche also, you can hear him come out of the frame, is just absolutely winding it up. And here comes that Lamborghini. Both of these guys at top revs. Let's take a look at the speedometer. You see these guys all the way at top revs, taking it way into the rev limiter. Watching on board with Jasko right now. And ladies and gentlemen, I didn't do my ride along. I don't think I'm going to do it for these guys here. Bruce Law and Duftino now. Bruce Law back to 5th place. I got to keep an eye on that action as well. We have Demoby and Travis. Is that Travern back here? Demoby back in the back of the pack. Unfortunate for him in that Porsche. Not sure what's going on with Demoby. He's going to have to regroup it and get it back together right now. Yasko right now still on the back of Thorsten Schmidt. And Thorsten Schmidt now crossing the line. Lap 20, ladies and gentlemen. 2 laps remain. 2 laps. It comes down to this. Does Yasko VR have anything left in the tank as he gets tail happy coming out of that corner there? And I'm trying to see where they're at on track. I'm not paying attention here, ladies and gentlemen. Coming into turn 3 and then up here to make this hard left-hander. Turn 4 of the loop and then out around turn 5. Thorsten Schmidt getting a really good run out of that corner, but now Yasko on the back of him. Let's go on board with our Lamborghini. Yasko VR riding along with Yasko. See him coming down this long stretch here, going up through the gears, can't see the display change on the thing. I hope Project Cars fix that. If you're paying attention to that, slightly mad. You can see what's going on. You can hear that Porsche going out of the frame. That Porsche is making all that horsepower with Thorsten Schmidt here riding on board with Yasko. You can see down on the right-hand side of the screen in his rear view projector that there is no challenge to Yasko whatsoever. And the only challenge right now happening in this battle is for the lead. Thorsten Schmidt has it. Yasko VR wants it as these guys come up here to Woodcote Corner. Very difficult corner to navigate in any car, let alone these GT3s. And let's see if Yasko VR can do anything as he comes up here to turn 10, Maggots Corner, turn 11, Aintree Tree, turn 12, Beckett's Corner, turn 13, and then turn 14. You're riding along here, ladies and gentlemen. Yasko VR getting a little sideways in there, but still holding the wheel pretty solid. Looks like he's calm, cool, and collective in that race car. See if he can do anything with Thorsten Schmidt out front in that Porsche. Both of these cars have great straight line speed, and looks like Thorsten Schmidt, though, able to get on that accelerator just a little bit earlier than Yasko right now. But Yasko able to close the gap a little bit as he's late on the brakes as they come around Stowe Corner here and then down towards this final part of the track, ladies and gentlemen. There are 2 laps remaining. This is coming to lap 21 next time by. Final lap as we come across, and I'm going to go trackside here, ladies and gentlemen, to keep an eye on this action. Yasko in second, Thorsten now as we come to the start-finish line. Final lap. White flag is in the air. Thorsten Schmidt has the lead. Yasko VR wants it. And where in the world did they go? Here they come flying into the frame, ladies and gentlemen. Keeping an eye on this battle. Thorsten Schmidt now up to turn 3, ladies and gentlemen, trying to keep a hard-charging Yasko VR behind him. And let's see what happens here as they navigate around turn 5 and start back on the horsepower. Yasko now closer than ever, only half a second behind Thorsten Schmidt as they come down to Wellington Straight. I got to stand up, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be absolutely exciting. I hope you're as excited as I am about this finish. Thorsten Schmidt did a great job, pitted way early. Yasko making a dive to the inside, but has to get on the brakes. You can see the front end of his car moving around a little bit. Haven't heard anything out of the camp of these two drivers. These guys have had their head down, and Yasko making a aggressive charge right now as these guys come out of Luffield Corner, out around Woodcote, and now headed down towards Cops Corner. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen, to this blind apex. Thorsten Schmidt doing it like everybody, like nobody else can. Yasko VR, our sprint race winner, wants to make it a back-to-back win as they come around Cops Corner down towards Maggots. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very tricky technical part of the track. Can Yasko do anything? Both of them cars at top RPM. You can hear them both screaming. Pipes are screaming. Sparks coming out of the pipe. Thorsten Schmidt doing everything he possibly can to hold off a hard-charging Lamborghini with the pilot of a Yasko VR as these guys come around Chapel Curve down the Hanger Straight for the final time, ladies and gentlemen. Have a back marker in the front. It's got to be aware that these two guys in the GT3, best of the best as they come charging down Hanger Straight, hard on the brakes here in the Stowe Corner, making this right. Looks like Thorsten Schmidt in command right now, but a hard charging Yasko. It looks like he gets the dirt kicked up a little bit. Does Yasko have anything in the final corners of this race, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. Yasko, if he has anything left in the tank, he's got to do it right now. Can he make a move to the inside? Looks like Thorsten's going to hold it off to the outside, and looks like Thorsten's going to maintain a convincing win here at Silverstone. That's your top two. Thorsten and Yasko VR coming across the line side by side, or nose to tail. Yasko coming up beside him to congratulate him. It's PT coming across the line in third place. Great by him, but he has that 10-second penalty, so we don't know where that's going to count. Duftino finally got around Bruce Law here. I wanted to keep an eye on that track, or that action, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry I missed it. That's fourth and fifth coming across there. It's TP ended up in fifth place. Mr. Silverstone himself coming across in sixth, respectable in this league. And Travis with the CH. Got to be careful, guys. The cool-down lap is on, like I said. So Dycrox had a good battle with NRP in the sprint. A little bit in this race. Coming across in eighth. Good run for him today. Demobi, our hot lap challenge, a coordinator. Coming across ninth, not a good day for him today. In retrospect, is what he's able to. Ubar still holding off Travis as they come across the line there for 10th and 11th. Uniclark in that AMG, not sure what happened to him today. Looks like he probably had some damage, probably had a extended pit stop. As we go to the timings here and look at some of the penalties. Thorsten Schmidt clearly takes it. Let's get rid of the speedometer so you guys can see it here. Thorsten Schmidt clearly takes it. Yasko VR with a 2-minute, 0.8 second lap. That is an incredible lap, ladies and gentlemen. Thorsten Schmidt takes the win. Yasko VR, Duftino coming across third. Bruce Law to fourth It's TP back to 5th place with that 10-second penalty. NRP to 6th with that. He had a 1-second penalty as well. Travis with the CH to 7th. Dycrox to 8th. Demobi. What happened to Demobi? We're not sure what happened to him today, but I'm sure he's going to regroup and he will be back next week. Demobi coming in 9th. Travern, thank you for showing up on track tonight, my friend. Coming in 10th. Uniclark 11th. Ubar, Flying Dutchman. Looks like he had a little bit of damage there at the end. Coming in 12th. Lions Foot 13th. Evan coming in 14th. And we had Dark Ninja. Looks like he disconnected. So that is the race, ladies and gentlemen. I want to a huge congratulations to Yasko. To Thorsten Schmidt for taking that. That was an epic battle at the end. You guys should be absolutely proud of yourselves as Rubbings Racing members and as individuals, because that was some really, really clean, hard race. And unfortunately, Jasko VR not able to get the victory, but able to take it in the sprint race. Thornton Schmidt takes the win. Jasko VR to 2nd, Duftino to 3rd, Bruce Law to 4th, and It's TP rounding out the top 5. I know we had some guys in there rooting for Nicky. Did a good job today coming in 6th. Travis with a CH 7th, Dycroc 8th. Demobi coming in 9th, Travern 10th, Uniclark 11th, Ubar 12th, Lionsfoot 13th, 14th, Evan, and of course me. I didn't place. I just called it all out. For everybody here at Rubbings Racing. Oh no, for next week, if you guys want to tune in next week, same time, same channel, we will be at Imola with the GT3s. It is going to be an absolutely epic race. Imola is a very fast, very technical track. A lot of these guys like it, and we will be here same time, same channel, 8 o'clock GMT time. Don't miss it, ladies and gentlemen. For everybody here at Rubbings Racing, I'm your host, Kenbo76. Until next time, God bless and